Hi everyone, I'm Allison Marsheen and I am a 2001 graduate from the United States Military Academy. Now back then I was Allison Rowe, and it was on June 2nd of 2001 that I walked across the stage at Michie Stadium and received my diploma. So this past week has been an anniversary week for me of sorts. Now, I don't profess to be the only person who's ever had this experience, but I do think my perspective is a unique one because I have had the opportunity to see the academy through several different lenses. First, as a high schooler, applying to attend the academy just to be accepted there as a cadet candidate. So that was the first lens. The second lens through which I saw the academy was as a prepster. That's what we call folks who attended the United States Military Academy Preparatory School. Yes, that's a mouthful. Before they go to West Point. And I did that back when the prep school was still at Fort Monmouth, New Jersey. Then, of course, I was a cadet and I went through the 47-month experience, the crucible experience. And several years later, after I returned from a deployment to Iraq, I was selected to serve in the admissions office as an admissions officer. So I got to see what it was like to evaluate candidates and their files and work with them to make sure that they had everything they needed to qualify to come to the academy. So that was another vantage point. And then years later, I was accepted to a position in the brigade tactical department where I served as a tactical officer for 3 years for company E4, Elvis Lives. So there are 4 things that I just want to share briefly that West Point did for me that has impacted me since graduation. So I served on active duty for 10 years, and the 9 years after that, I've been in a reserves Army status. Number 1, work ethic. Now, I know I came in probably with some natural, my upbringing, just my natural tendency was to have a strong work ethic. But when you're at West Point, guess what? They give you more than you can handle, and you got to figure out how to get it all done, and you got to figure out how to get it done smartly. And hopefully you establish a really strong work ethic and a smart work ethic. I also became very solution-oriented, extremely solution-oriented. Don't say something can't be done if you're not willing to offer a solution or multiple solutions. And we like to call those courses of action. And I can tell you, just with engaging with peers who are in the civilian sector, you don't always find that. And I know for a fact that my time at West Point and my time in the Army has instilled that in me. Be solution-oriented. The next thing is attention to detail. Oh, you hear that so many times. You need to pay attention to detail, whether it's how you lined your hangers up in your closet, how your towels are folded. Yes, I still fold my towels in thirds, just like I did at the academy, with the main fold always facing the inspector. It sounds funny, but it's become a habit. But just paying attention to detail, noticing things that could make a difference down the line or can allow you to influence something for the better because you paid attention to it, right? And then finally, just standing up for what is right all of the time. All of the time, even when you have external pressures that may make you feel like you want to do something else, you don't, because you know right is right and wrong is wrong. And the academy is really about instilling honor in folks. Or that's the expectation at least. So anyhow, I just wanted to share that. Those are the 4 things. Work ethic, always be solution-oriented, attention to detail and always sticking to your convictions when you know you are right, always doing the right thing, even in the face of adversity. With that, I'd like to say, go Army, beat Navy.